Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Fourth and Forever, a Roundtable sports production. Real coverage from real fans. You'll have to excuse me if I continuously look off to my side right here. My alma mater in college is playing in the College Baseball World Series, Richie, right now.
What game is it?
It's Game 11 right now. It's the Coastal Carolina University Chanticleers and the Louisville Cardinals. If we win this game, then we advance to the actual finals where we will play either Arkansas or LSU.
Wow. Well,
now, we did
congratulations.
win it back in 2018. I've been waiting for, yet again, one more appearance. It's been pretty solid, man. It's been solid. This
That's
is what I
awesome.
do. This is what I do to distract myself from the summer break of the NFL.
Yeah. Hey, man, I feel you. It's been there's a lot of things happening, but now it's all slowing down. We got some breaking news we're going to talk about with Jaire Alexander going to the Baltimore Ravens. We got minicamp this week. That's exciting that your team from college is representing out there in baseball. Love to hear that. And yeah, TD's not here today, folks. He has some things that he has to take care of. So TD's off. All right, but Dan and I's got you covered here on Fourth and Forever. So hit that like button on your way into the show. We have some fun things. We'll be going into some rankings here in a little bit. So stay tuned and let's get into business. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see you guys. We love you. Let's get into Fourth and Forever.
Let's get into it. And the breaking news that he was just discussing was Jaire Alexander signed with the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm pretty sure that it got broken by the actual Baltimore Ravens. That was the first post I saw where the Ravens just completely kept it tight-lipped. Schefter didn't even know. It was just a post. We got him because Lamar ended up hitting his press conference after the minicamp practice yesterday, suggesting that he wanted Jaire Alexander on this team, his former teammate from his Louisville days. And lo and behold, they signed him to a one-year, $4 million contract. They can get it up to $6 million with specific incentives. Secondary is looking pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie to you. Marlon Humphrey, have Jaire Alexander, have the Unks on the outside, but then you have the Young Bucks. Oh, yeah, dude, definitely. That is an old-ass corner room, an injury-prone corner room, but again, solid acquisition. And then obviously with Kyle Hamilton and Malachi Starks, who are going to be donning the safety room. And solid linebackers, too, might I add. Thoughts on this, Richie? What do you got to say?
Yeah, I think it's a perfect win-now move for the Baltimore Ravens. This is a team that has Super Bowl aspirations and real ones. They are one of the better teams in the NFL. They fell short in the NFL playoffs to the Buffalo Bills, and they are going to come back for vengeance this season. And I think this is a perfect move for them. They added D-Hop and Jaire Alexander. Those are two guys that are older, but can provide you some win-now mode, win-now energy, which is what you're expecting. Now, you know, people would assume he's washed up and trash. But you know how old Alexander is? Off the top of your head?
He's 29.
He's 28, I think. 28, 29, 28. Right?
Damn, yeah.
And, you know, that's in my opinion, like your prime, if you will. That's like at the edge of your, you know, you've been in the league for a while. So you never know. Alexander can just be a dog for the Baltimore Ravens. Just because he's getting signed at this time of the season and things went south with Green Bay the way that it did, this is a big deal. This could be, at least. So I think this is a big move for Baltimore, securing their secondary. Now, Dan, do the Ravens have the best secondary in the league? Or is that getting a little bit over the top? If you think of the best secondary in the NFL today, who would it be off the top of your head?
I'd probably have to give it to Baltimore, right?
Is there ones that we're missing?
Probably have to give it to Baltimore. I really can't think of any other secondary specifically that I look at where I'm like,
after the Jets this year are proven, but we're not proven yet.
Well, unfortunately,
worst secondary is the Dolphins. We know that.
And so our secondary actually looks a lot better after this offseason. I can tell you that. But no, I do think that Baltimore probably does ultimately end up having the edge here. But again, look, this is a massive concern for Jaire Alexander. He has only played 7 games for the past 2 seasons. He is indeed what many would consider injury prone. Let's just hope that the strength and conditioning coaches over at Baltimore can do whatever they can to prevent another injury, but still some quality depth over there. Solid roster building over in Baltimore this year, I must say.
Yeah, and I really think that, you know, I'm always the guy to say don't give up, don't stop sleeping on the Chiefs, but I think that this is the year that one of Baltimore or Buffalo make it to the Super Bowl. That's my gut feeling.
Yeah, well, wouldn't that be ideal? You know,
that's my gut feeling right now, but it could change.
So I feel like Ravens fans and Bills fans can agree. Like, yes, there is like this like budding rivalry between the two, but I'm almost certain that say that you were to ask a Ravens fan, hey, would you rather the Bills or the Chiefs be in the Super Bowl this upcoming year? I think they'd probably say the Bills, as much as I think a Bills fan would probably say, yeah, I'd probably prefer the Ravens to be in over the Kansas City Chiefs. We just want a bit of a change, right? Because this year it's dangerous. Right now, the Buffalo Bills hold the record in the NFL for making it to the most consecutive Super Bowls. Don't ask about the outcome, okay? But 4 straight Super Bowls was a record. We have to stop Kansas City from going to their 4th straight, or otherwise that record is no longer held by Buffalo. So let's just hope that somebody can make sure Kansas City is not in Santa Clara when it comes Super Bowl season. I can tell you.
Who will be in Santa Clara?
Oh, a way too early Super Bowl prediction?
No.
Oh, man.
We will be.
We will be. Oh, okay. Got it.
Hopefully.
And for a second, I thought you said the Jets were going to be there. I was like, wow, damn, man.
No, us. Roundtable.
Yeah. Roundtable will be at the
hopefully,
Super Bowl.
Of course.
Yeah, Roundtable will be at the Super Bowl. So hopefully I'll be able to watch my Buffalo Bills defeat the Washington Commanders.
There was a part of me this year, Dan, I'm not going to lie, watching that AFC Championship game, knowing we're going to the Super Bowl, there's part of me that was like, man, I do not. Obviously, I'm a Jets fan. Screw the Bills. I'm not rooting for the Bills.
So
but there was a part of me that I'm like, I was like, you know what? If the Bills made this Super Bowl, that would be massive for the AFC East Roundtable and Roundtable Sports for us to be there to cover the Bills. I would have imagine TD, the clips we could have got at TD talking to Josh Allen, right? Instead of Mahomes. Or picture that entire experience we had in terms of our availability with the media, the availability we had with the Chiefs. Imagine that was the Buffalo Bills and what we could have got. From that perspective, I kind of was hoping the Bills would win.
I feel like the cat would have had my tongue, though, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I probably would have been starstruck immediately watching all my favorite players. But thank God I got all of that out of my system for my first experience at the Senior Bowl and also at the Super Bowl. I saw slight improvements from my interview skills in Senior going into Super. Wait until this year. Just wait until this year, man. I'm about to be a damn polished professional out there, and I cannot wait. I got to tell you what, Richie. Another storyline that came out of Baltimore's training camp, or excuse me, their mini camp, was Lamar Jackson was asked about his current contract. He said that he does not like to talk about it, but then one reporter ended up weaseling in a question saying, would you want to be the highest paid player in the NFL? And he goes, I wouldn't be mad about that. Now, I didn't think that it was something to look over, but after looking at his contract, I got to tell you what, I would not be surprised in the slightest if Lamar Jackson gets a contract extension, reworked, more guarantees before training camp. A storyline I feel like a lot of people haven't been discussing. His guarantees run out.
Yeah, when does it run out? Sorry.
His guarantees run out in 2027, but the cap hit next year for Lamar is absolutely insane. It's like $74 million or something. So I look at how his contract is structured, and you would assume that Baltimore might want to extend him now so that, number one, and they can end up saving like right on that cap hit number, which is going to be the following year, so that they can sign some of these players that are going into year 2, year 3 into some contracts and put together a quality DNA of the and sort of roster. But I'm thinking that he might be getting a contract extension right before training camp. Maybe I'm hopping on way too early, but I just got a gut feeling.
And would you think it's worth it? Do you think Lamar deserves it?
So do I think that he deserves it?
Yeah.
So to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL?
At this stage and everything you're predicting, everything you broke down, do you think the Baltimore Ravens from a business perspective would be smart to do that?
No.
See, that's...
No.
Why?
Okay. So for a couple of reasons here. Number one, I think Lamar Jackson is a top 3 quarterback in this league. He's very good. He's a multiple-time MVP. But listen, you earn your paycheck when it comes into bringing your best performances in the playoffs. And there is not a single notable crazy playoff performance from Lamar Jackson in his entire career. He has not had a quality playoff performance where he has gone out, he has put the team on his back, and he has looked like regular season Lamar Jackson. He just hasn't, right? Like, his stats are not ideal. For some reason, he just saves all of his turnovers for the playoffs. He's openly admitted that he gets sick before games. He gets really nervous beforehand. I just don't think that would be a wise investment. I do think that he deserves a contract extension, and so to put him above, right, like highest paid ever as far as like some guarantees, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can say the same thing about Josh Allen, just be like, oh, well, his team hasn't gone to the playoffs. But, like, so we're talking about a player that is arguably one of the best playoff quarterbacks of all time when it comes into QBR, when it comes into touchdown interception ratio. Like, Josh plays in the playoffs. Pat Mahomes plays in the playoffs. No. Yeah, that's me.
Wow.
Your thoughts?
There you have it.
All right. And so did I raise some quality concerns there? And so am I wrong?
No, yeah, you're right on your factual part of it, but I think that you're missing the whole concept of the highest paid player in the NFL isn't that he's better than the person next to him. It's just he's the next person to get paid based off where the market is, right?
Yeah.
If you're ready to get paid, that's why Lamar is going to be the highest paid quarterback, just for that reason alone. He's the next one to get paid.
Yeah.
And he has the resume, in my opinion, to back it. 2-time MVP, absolute baller. Of course, the playoff performances are a concern. That's definitely on his neck, and that's going to be a narrative heading into this season. It will be a narrative until he's been able to get over the hump. I just see so much talent with Lamar Jackson where I think it's inevitable where he will have, whether it's this season or at one season in his career, I can see a ring in Lamar Jackson's future. I'm not saying that happens this season, but I think that he's super talented enough that he's going to respond and have one of those playoff runs where he is the MVP version of himself in the regular season, just in the playoffs. I think all these years are him learning, and there's going to be one of those runs. So I just look at Lamar Jackson as like that guy, and he's just got to prove it in the big moments.
For sure.
And Josh Allen's capable of what I just talked about too, by the way.
For sure, I mean,
Look, that playoff run where the MVP version is just there and you're just unstoppable.
And so I hate when people think that I just hate Lamar Jackson. I don't. I think that he's a great quarterback. But the thing is, like, you earn your paycheck based off of how you perform in the playoffs. And he just has not had a quality performance in the playoffs. Please, somebody point out a quality performance from Lamar Jackson in the playoffs ever. It's not there. It's not there. So I hope he gets a ring as well, but only after Josh Allen gets his in 2026.
What if he doesn't?
What if he doesn't? And it's these AFC North fans, man. Like, they get infuriated because I tell them the truth. And the truth hurts.
Well, the truth is Justin Fields is breaking out this year. That's the truth.
Fields is breaking out this year. Really?
Yes. It's going to click in his head. He's going to process the field because that's the only thing he needs to do. And that's the same thing Lamar Jackson went through early on in his career.
Fields.
Not processing the field.
Fields, man. Fields.
No, I'm just kidding, man. I just wanted a deep collab with Bro Shimo. And if you guys don't know Bro Shimo, make sure you guys check out his YouTube channel. Dan was just featured on it for a deep dive into the Buffalo Bills. And then I was just finished. It was deep. I can tell you now because I just got finished recording my collab with Bro Shimo. That was the deepest I think I've dove into the Jets in a long time.
Yeah.
And you guys should definitely stay tuned because he's posting the Jets video tomorrow, and he has Dan's up there already.
Damn. All right. Well, guys, you know what? Like, we were teasing this yesterday, and we just so happened to stumble across a website that will probably give us the most accurate quarterback rankings that we have seen. It's called Bladen.com, and how it's structured is that it gives you two teams or it gives you two quarterbacks, etc., and you choose what quarterback is better than the other, giving you the most perfect list you can find as far as quarterback rankings is concerned. So Richie and I, we have found that, and for the remainder of this episode, we are going to give you our actual Roundtable Sports quarterback rankings going into the 2025 NFL season. Richie, I'm excited, man. I'm really excited.
What are you expecting?
I'm expecting some shock, right? Like, especially this morning. And so I made a video saying that I think Baker Mayfield might be the 5th best quarterback in the NFL because that 5th spot is the most heavily debated. It's the most heavily debated. But, all right. Ooh.
Well, we're starting it off. So the way it works is they give you 2 quarterbacks that you choose between, and then it naturally makes the rankings. I never used this site yet, so I'm excited for it.
So I'm going to tell you what. So what we're going to do here, say that Richie and I are unanimous, then that quarterback ends up winning. Say that we are split on a decision, then we are going to go to the chat, and they will vote on who it is for the tiebreaker.
Perfect.
Starting off with Caleb Williams, Sam Darnold, quarterback rankings. 2 interesting situations because Sam is going to an entire different regime, and Caleb is welcoming a new regime, however, internally.
Yeah, I think it's easy for me.
Based off of proof, I'm going to have to go with Sam Darnold. Yes.
Same.
I'm going to have to go over Sam Darnold with this one right now since Caleb has not proven it. Sam is the answer. Okay.
I agree. Sam is the answer. And let me add context to Sam's answer. If Caleb Williams has the season statistically with the Bears this year that Sam had with the Vikings last year, and let me just remind everybody what it was, 66 completion percentage, 4,300 passing yards, 35 passing touchdowns, 12 picks, 102.5 rating. If Caleb Williams can do that for the Bears this year, everyone's going to say Caleb Williams is the next thing. Like, that's how good Sam was last year. So,
0 questions.
Sam is better, but I think Caleb Williams has the opportunity to be the better quarterback for their career. But at this point,
Absolutely. It's Sam, welcome to the first round. All right.
Ooh, this one is actually tough.
All right. This one, all right.
Ooh.
All right. This one, bro.
Ooh. I'm
going to go Dak. I'm going to go Dak, man. I'm going to have to go Dak Prescott on this one.
I wish TD was here. This is his 2 guys. Like, he loves to be.
Like, this is his 2 guys. I do wish that TD was in on this one. But, like, Herbert, like, he's terrible performance in the playoffs last year, but a very good regular season. Has never had a fully healthy wide receiving core, multiple head coaches right across him, has the arm talent. But as far as performance, stats, playoff success, I feel like both of them are close, but I'd probably have to give the nod to Dak Prescott with playoff success here. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that's a tough one, man, because I think Justin Herbert is such an interesting debate just because I feel like we elevate Justin Herbert into this like category because he makes great throws, but I don't really see on his resume anything that's impressive like I see on Dak Prescott's resume. Like, Dak Prescott has put together MVP caliber seasons. They both struggle in the playoffs. I think Justin Herbert has a chance to surpass Dak Prescott, but Dak Prescott's one of those quarterbacks that people, I think, forgot about because he didn't play last year as well. If you don't play for a whole season with injuries, you're going to forget. Let me remind everybody what he did 2 years ago, Dak Prescott. His last fully healthy season, 70% completion percentage, 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 picks, 106 rating. Justin Herbert has never sniffed that. And let me double check my stats because what is Justin Herbert's best season of his career? Because that's easily Dak's. So Justin Herbert's best one was year 2, by the way. 38 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, 15 interceptions. That's kind of where he broke out. And if you look at the numbers, he's been kind of regressing in terms of the numbers, but now Harbaugh likes to go more simpler.
And Harbaugh likes to run the football too, so like I'm not going to take away from that. And someone in the chat said, but Dan, and you don't believe wins are a quarterback stat. They're not, but as far as playoff performances, as far as from the box score, I'm going to have to go with Dak.
You know what?
Dak's the winner.
It's tough, man, because there's part of me that wants to go Herbert just because of the upside. And like, say we're ranking this on who's going to be better this year. How would you think Dak's going to be better than Herbert?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, all right. We're both on the. Oh, this one's tough, dude.
Hurts and Flacco.
I don't know, man. People sleep on Joe.
It's Hurts, man. It's Hurts.
Ooh. Oh, dang. How do they know?
All right, bro. Baker, like I have, dude.
Dude, we just glazed Baker yesterday, too.
All right, look. As far as consistency, like we have seen 2 years due to seniority, my vote's going to Baker, but slightly.
Really?
My vote's going to Baker. He, we spent all day yesterday. Glazing the guy. What's impressive for Baker is that he ultimately ended up overcoming 2 offensive coordinator changes. Yes, he has some quality, but he's a gamer, dude. He's a dog. He's Brett Favre with swag, dude. That's what he is. I'm going to give Baker the slight edge on Jaden here. And so I believe Jaden is going to be a really, really good quarterback. But we saw the same thing from C.J. Stroud his rookie season going into his sophomore year. All right, let's pump the brakes on handing this off to Jaden over this one. But I'm going to take Baker. Hot take here.
Yeah,
hot take.
Interesting. So I'm a huge Baker Mayfield guy. I have been consistently on this show. But I'm going to have to go with Jaden Daniels in terms of this comparison personally. So this is when we first disagree. I think Baker Mayfield has a chance. So we talked about it on yesterday's show. He has a chance to be the guy this year, Baker Mayfield speaking, in terms of replicating what he did last year and being someone in this league that people respect more, Baker. But I think what Jaden Daniels did last year as a rookie was sensational, and he has top 5 potential. I don't know if Baker Mayfield, I can say, has top 5 potential. I don't. But with Jaden Daniels, he does. So this is the first one where you and I disagree, Dan. I'm going with Jaden Daniels. I think his rookie season was just way too fantastic. But I am a huge Baker Mayfield fan. So now we go to the chat. So, Dan, you want to make a poll in the chat? Or
no, what we will do 1 for Baker Mayfield, 2 for Jaden Daniels, folks. Spam it in the chat just once as well, okay, folks? 1 for Baker Mayfield, 2 for Jaden Daniels. We are allowing the chat to take control of this, and we're going to make a nice little graphic out of this, too. All right, we have Eric. It is split. Oh, my God, it's split, dude.
Wait, I can't even remember. Wait, 1 is Baker?
1 is Baker Mayfield, 2 is Jaden Daniels.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 7 2s. And then 1, 2. People only put it once. It's split, dude. Wow. I think this has to go to the poll. It's the only way we figure it out. We do a 60-second poll. We close it in 60 seconds.
All right, Richie, you do that, and then we'll spend 60 seconds glazing Baker and Jaden. Let's do it.
So what do you expect? You said that there's a chance that Jaden Daniels has that sophomore slump like C.J. Stroud. Do you think that's someone people are talking about?
And so I feel like that it's something that needs to be brought up for every single QB that goes out there and shines his rookie season. It's nothing against the young man, but it happens. No one thought C.J. Stroud was going to take the step back that he did last year. I just feel like Baker has earned that he could remain consistent. Back-to-back seasons, well over 4,000 yards. He was tied second in touchdowns last year. I just have to give it to Baker for experience. But, we will see what the chat has to say.
Yeah, the chat, the poll is live in the chat right now. So, folks, please go vote for the next 60
Baker
seconds.
Or Jaden.
We'll close the poll very soon because we're not going to let this continue so we can move on. But definitely vote right now. Vote in the chat to show who you represent, Baker or Daniels. I think it's going to be interesting to see. All right. So far, it's 60% Jaden Daniels. So I'll go 30 more seconds. Vote in the chat. 22 votes, but there's over 100 people watching. Everybody should be voting in the poll right now.
Everyone
I should see 100 votes. There's 100 viewers. Vote in the poll. Make your presence be felt. Baker Mayfield or Jaden Daniels, folks. Who's it going to be? Ooh. It's so split. Oh, Baker took the lead, Dan. Look at that. Baker's taking the lead. 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13.
Baker Mayfield, baby.
50-50 with 10 seconds to go, Dan. Oh, my goodness. Vote in the chat. 10 seconds remain. It's 50-50 split. Jaden Daniels takes the lead. 5, 4, 3, 2. The next time it updates, I'm going to end it. Vote. 3, 2, 1, and ending.
Who won?
Jaden Daniels wins on 51%. Wow.
Jaden Daniels won. Jaden has moved on.
That was a crazy vote. Shout out to the chat who
It's
interacted.
close.
That was fun.
It's close. It just goes to show you all the respect. We have Michael Penix Jr., Gino. I'm going to have to go Gino on this one.
I'm going to go with Gino as well. Do you guys agree? Gino? Gino. Come on, Gino. I think there's a world where I'm curious, man. No one's talking about Michael Penix, man. What if Michael Penix is a baller? Low-key, that no one sees coming. I think if there was one quarterback that nobody is talking about that has a chance to be a baller, I think it is Michael Penix.
It could be, man.
You know why, too?
Be.
I also think Drake London is one of the most underrated wide receivers in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's really good.
It's got to be Gino, but like I can't make the justification.
No, I'm going Gino.
Of giving Michael Penix the nod here when he's played 3 games.
100%. I'm going Gino. I think I was just talking more like it just clicked after seeing Michael Penix there that how Michael Penix may feel like the most underrated quarterback this year. Ooh.
All right. Listen,
we're really getting tested here, Dan.
All right, listen. I'm high on Bryce Young, but I'm gonna have to go
high?
Brock Purdy. Yeah, I'm not that high.
Oh man,
Brock is definitely. All right. How do you guys view AFL and NFL titles versus Super Bowl? The Bills have 2 rings, and Dan, what if the Bills don't make the Super Bowl this year? I will cry. As far as the AFL, I don't count that because it's not the NFL, right? Like we have 2 AFL championships, which is cool, but that was before the merger. And say that they don't, I suppose I will do what I normally do. Just crawl into a fetal position for a couple of weeks and then just hammer right down into free agency and let that delusion build again, baby. That's what it is. It's a routine.
Thank you for that super chat, man. Really do appreciate that. Shout out to everybody that sends in super chats, man. Tony sent in a super chat earlier. Dan, you know the deal. Richie, hug Mr. Met extra. All right. Dan's up first. Where is Bob? Bob's not even behind you anymore. There he is.
He's back here. I had a professional meeting.
A professional meeting?
Yeah, I had a professional meeting. I wasn't sure if I should have Bob in the background. I didn't want him. And so I wanted them to take me seriously.
All right, it's my turn. He wants hug Mr. Met. And the Mets need this, man. They're on a 4-game skid. Come here, Mr. Met. There you go.
So I feel like we... hey, dude, you know what? Like, I'm fine with running this episode over if you are.
Yeah, bro, let's fire through it.
And this is damn.
Big Papa Bill, $2. I got to change the title of this because, like, this is a whole other...
Yeah, we're going to have
on
to.
the rewatch. Bryce Young, since we keep signing Panthers players.
That is true. And the Carolina Panthers are indeed the Buffalo Bills farm organization. Indeed. But
I think we're going to have to go with Brock Purdy, your objective.
Yeah, we'll go Brock.
Ooh.
Patrick Mahomes.
I don't know, dude. Drake May, he's the next Josh Allen, bro.
Patty, right. Let's go.
He's the next...
I don't know. He could be Tyler Shook. Hear me out about Tyler Shook. Hear me out about Tyler Shook. I'm just kidding. I will give the nod to Tua, Dolphins fans. I
don't know, dude. I'll hear you out, dude. I will hear you out.
No.
You know what I said about Tyler Shook? I'm actually serious. I've said it before. He's the most ready-to-play rookie in his class. So don't sleep on Shook coming out there to shook the world.
Yeah, he's unproven, but Tua ends up winning this. I don't imagine he wins many more after this, so... enjoy. I have Jordan Love over Anthony Richardson. I feel like
yeah, that's easy.
I feel like Anthony Richardson might actually fall beneath some of the rookies, and to be honest with you, but here we are. Kyler Murray, famous Jameis. Kyler.
Just kidding. I agree. Kyler Murray, it is.
Next.
Ooh, that's like
Stafford.
that's crazy,
Staffy.
but it is Stafford.
Yeah, it is Stafford. It's tough. It's
It-
tough. Slight.
It's tough, but it's. Oh. Damn, this is the great week 1, baby. Everybody come through to Jets Media Day to see these two quarterbacks face off for the home opener at MetLife.
Yo, Richie's about to go insane over this one. I'm gonna have to go Rodgers, man. I'm gonna have to go Rodgers. It's just speculation at this point. And so you can't pick Fields here. Not unless it is just like a crazy sense of speculation over the season. So I think Aaron Rodgers is the slight edge here.
Man,
I feel like you agree with me here.
who's gonna have the better season this
Someone
year?
saying upside. No. We're not doing no upside list there.
So there's a big question here. Who would I rather have to be the Jets quarterback right now? Aaron Rodgers or Justin Fields? I think, there's a lot of ways to look at it. Aaron Rodgers has proven that he just doesn't have it anymore. He can put up numbers, but he's not a winner. I mean, he's going to the Steelers now, who are a winning organization, so I think the Steelers are going to get the winning out of him. The Jets around him don't know how to win. But listen, man, I'm a Jets fan through and through, bro. And this is the week 1 matchup. I can't pick Aaron Rodgers against Fields. I'm picking Fields, so we're bringing this to the poll, baby. We're bringing this to the poll, and I'm basing off who's going to have a better season this year. All right? We're taking it to the poll because that's where I want the people to vote on this one. That's what I want, Dan.
Do it, man.
To vote.
Lock it in.
Let's go, baby. I think, and hear me out, Justin Fields provides more upside from a mobility standpoint, where there's actual playmaking potential with Justin Fields as a weapon within the offense, whereas Aaron Rodgers, he's relying on picking apart being an elite passer. Do I think Rodgers still has that elite passing capability? I know Fields is going to give you the elite athleticism. That's going to be a difference in these football games. But the question, of course, with Fields, will it unlock his mental ability to process the field at the next level? That's what we're hoping for. So it's already 50-50 down the middle. And we're halfway there. 30 seconds, folks.
And so I have no idea why this is a poll. I have no idea why this is a poll right here, but here we go.
Because Fields was a winning QB last year. Rodgers wasn't. Wins are a quarterback stat, baby.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. I'm going to crash out, Richie.
All right, we'll end it here. Rodgers wins. But, hey, man, I'm still happy we went to the poll.
Yeah, you know what, man? I'm about it. Rodgers wins.
Rodgers wins. Right. The poll spoke.
Oh, man. Russ sucks. And JJ.
So this is strictly predicting this season. I think we got to do it this way because we don't know anything about JJ.
Yeah. We'll predict the season here. You know what? My vote, JJ McCarthy, actually.
Yeah,
my
too.
vote's JJ.
I think Russell Wilson's going to stink.
Oh.
Oh!
Man. Oh, man. The reigning MVP of the league, or Mr. Joe Burr, who's been outside of the playoffs for the past 2 years. I think it's pretty obvious where I'm going with this, Rich. I'm going Josh Allen here. And so I know you're going to pick Burrow, so might as well just open up a chat. Let's go. Come on.
I mean, I think there is a way to look at this.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you put Josh Allen on the Cincinnati Bengals, is there a difference of the Bengals not going to the playoffs and doing all those things? Because what more could Joe Burrow do to help them win football games? Where is Joe Burrow in the fault? So when you add context to this and you put Joe Burrow on the Buffalo Bills, like, obviously you never know. But you look at what Joe Burrow did statistically last year, I've never seen a quarterback be that successful. And winning matters. You need to be a winner. You need to win football games. And Josh Allen has MVP over him, of course, and he has more playoff success over him, even though Joe Burrow went to a Super Bowl and Josh Allen has yet, which is more of an accomplishment than anything. So I think this is closer than you think.
It's tough. Why I'm picking Josh Allen is that I do think that if Josh were to go over to Cincinnati, they would have made the playoffs last year because he includes that sense of mobility. where Joe Burrow is just that pocket passer and he has 2 elite wide receivers.
But how would that change anything? They would still score the same points, but the stats would be different. I mean, he put up 43 touchdowns.
Yeah.
It's just the touchdowns are coming a different way. What's the difference?
All right. So I'm looking at it this way. And so with Josh Allen, he has made the playoffs every single season of his rookie tenure. Of his NFL career, with the exception of his rookie year, he's made the playoffs. Like, he has led this offense to the playoffs each and every single time, and Burrow is not.
But you always say winning isn't a quarterback stat.
But you can elevate into making it into it, right? Like, just being that driving force for it, like big game.
Don't you think the Bengals organization is like incompetent? We've been roasting it on this show for how long?
Definitely incompetent.
How bad of a
incompetent.
They're just not able to win. Their defense is abysmal. I think there is context, but this is a close one. So we're gonna open this up to the poll for sure, because I think this is
Josh.
Yeah, I think Josh is gonna win because of the Bills fans in the chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's an interesting debate, and we should have saved this game for TD. Honestly, we should have done teams today.
Yeah, we should have, but
we can do it over again.
And so it would have been like a 3-hour-long episode, to be honest with you. But here we are.
Special.
And send this off to one of the interns so to make a graphic about this too.
I know, right? We definitely got to do that. All right. Well, the poll's live, folks. So please
poll is
vote.
live, folks. Vote for Josh Allen or vote for Joe Burrow.
Vote, because we have an opportunity to see Joe Burrow versus Josh Allen, man. What do you think, Dan Mitchell?
Oh, it's Josh Allen for sure. 0 questions asked.
0 questions asked?
0 questions asked.
What's the record against each other in the playoffs? They faced off each other once?
Just once.
Head to head. Where was Josh Allen elevating his team? Like Joe Burrow was in that game. Uh-oh. It's getting close, folks. Not really. 55% Josh Allen. We're going to close it in 10, 9, 8, 7. I just close it now because Josh Allen's going to win this one. Big Papa Bill says Burrow needs 2 number 1 receivers. Allen does not.
Very
Big
true.
Papa Bill, $2. As Josh Allen wins, and we vote for Josh Allen. CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I agree. Trevor the Bum.
All right, this is what Yep.
Definitely Bo Nix.
Yep. Ooh, maybe Cam Ward one day, but right now it's Lamar.
Yeah, we'll go Lamar here.
Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert. Oh, all right.
Dang.
So we're starting to see some recycles here. I'm going to go Herbert on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Dude, you want you want Sam to be that guy? Baker.
So
Bake Show. Come on, man. We have Baker Mayfield, Joe Flacco. We have Hurt.
Ooh, Hurts.
Baker Mayfield.
What? You're going to disrespect
Baker
a Super Bowl
Mayfield.
champion like that?
Yes. No. I am not disrespecting a Super Bowl champion. I am disrespecting a guy who came in, bear with me, 20th in the league for passing yards, 2,903. 20th in the league for passing touchdowns, and 10th in the league for QBR. Like Jalen Hurts, he's a quality starter, but he's not top 10.
Really?
Maybe 10.
So you don't get just like you have negative points for Lamar Jackson for
Yep.
when he does not play well in the playoffs. There's no plus points for Jalen Hurts for his winning performances and always playing well in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl. There's no plus on your end for that, like stepping up, not regular season stats or all that, like more how he impacts winning in the biggest moments.
So I also end up looking at supporting cast. Right? And he had an absolute super team all around him. Quality defense, Saquon Barkley as your running back. You have A.J. Brown. Solid wide receiver, too, as well. And so the Devontae Smith. And you're telling me that you only threw 2,903 yards with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith as your wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2? It's Baker.
I'm going to have to go Jalen Hurts here. I think I got to respect a man that can win a Super Bowl, been to 2 Super Bowls. He's a winner. Baker Mayfield puts up the stats. It's a team sport.
Oh, no. He's been to 2. Never mind.
He's been to 2 Super Bowls, man. Like, that matters to me. Like, from a legacy standpoint, like, you can break it down X and O's and stuff, but I'm going to have to go Hurts here. So let's open this up for the poll. And I hate this because I'm a big Baker fan, but I'm going to have to go against him twice. Hurts or Baker, man? Hurts or Baker?
It's Baker.
Because, like, his dual threat ability,
Baker was
like,
on the Eagles.
I was just I don't know, dude. Baker on the Eagles because Jalen Hurts' play style.
They won the Super Bowl all day.
I don't know, dude. I would disagree, and I love Baker, but I think Jalen Hurts is the perfect fit for the Eagles for the tush push. Baker Mayfield's not doing the tush push. His dual threat ability, his ability to put the ball down the field. He just feel like watching Jalen Hurts go to work in the playoffs last year and his execution in the Super Bowl, I was very impressed. He plays the game like a winner, man. Like, he really does. And there's no limitations to his game where I'm seeing, like, this guy is not top 10. Like, he's not flashy, and I think that's where people forget his ability. He's just picking up yards with his legs. He gets down. He's making throws down the field, but it's not flashy. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but we'll see. Hurts is in the lead so far. So let's give it another few moments.
Of course it is, because people glorify the quarterback position for Super Bowl winning teams and don't acknowledge the fact that they had less than a 10% contribution to the victory, but is what it is.
It's the quarterback is the most important position. You're not winning no Super Bowl without a quarterback.
So you would put Jalen Hurts as a lead contributor to winning that game?
A lead contributor, but a contributor. Yeah. Oh, it's tied down the middle, so we got to extend the poll. I think he was a contributor for sure. I mean, not like he's part of the equation of how they did it, for sure. If he was bad and not a top 10 quarterback, like, I don't think they would have won a Super Bowl. And we're going to end it, and it's a 55% Hurts wins. Hey. I think Baker's right next to him.
Viewers, they're absolute casuals, is what you're saying. Anyway, let's lock it in.
Dude, Jalen Hurts is better. I'm just kidding.
All right. This one I'm going Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I think Jaden Daniels has more upside. And I picked Jaden Daniels over Baker Mayfield, by the way. So I'm justified on this pick.
I'm going Jaden Daniels on this one.
I think Jaden Daniels is going to be better this year. Jaden Daniels was right next to Jalen Hurts. Almost made it. But I'm going Jaden Daniels as well.
Oh.
Now, if this is more prediction who's going to be better this year. We're very high on Bryce Young, but I just said some really good things about.
I will take Bryce Young just because I think that as long as he continues to work on his footwork, his timing, and they grab Tet, like, that's going to be another like nice little wide receiver weapon for him. Give me Bryce Young in this.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. Penix is too unproven for me, even though I do think that Michael Penix has a chance to kind of be that like I said earlier, like, he may be the one quarterback nobody's talking about. You know what I mean? J.J. McCarthy is being talked about way more than Michael Penix, and they're in the same exact boat. They really are. Agree. But Penix played a little bit, so I think that's why there's more of an unknown for J.J., so people are more anticipating about it. And look at what Penix has around him. You can argue everything around Michael Penix is flawless. Drake London is a beast. Still got Kyle Pitts, who's, not lived up to the standards. They got Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier, arguably the best running back duo in the league. A quality offensive line. So Michael Penix got some playmakers around him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick with Bryce because he's our guy. Gino or Bryce?
Is our guy. Gino, I'll take Gino.
So let me ask you this. Does Geno Smith lead a winning season for the Las Vegas Raiders this season under Pete Carroll at quarterback? As head coach, excuse me. Winning season, 9-8 even.
7-10 ceiling.
So you don't have a lot of optimism for Mr. Geno, it seems.
I think he'll play well, but just still a lot of holes. It's a 0 wide receivers, no secondary. It's gonna be rough.
What if Ashton Genty's just carries them?
I mean, maybe, but
What? So do you have no
Maybe.
trust in like a Pete Carroll coach to kind of elevate the kind of no names that we don't even know about on that roster to
Um,
help winning football games?
yeah, I do, but I don't think that he's going to be able to really be Pete Carroll again until next year when he's able to have one more draft, one more free agency, and just a lot of holes on that team. Like solid front seven, great defense. But no, unfortunately not.
Wow. I'm going
Gino.
Gino. Brock Purdy or Gino?
Brock.
Yeah, I agree. Who's going to be better this year?
I got to go Drake May on this one.
Yeah, I know. You never
I
know,
gotta
though.
go Drake May. Yeah. Who's going to be better this year, folks? I'm going to have to go Drake May.
Wow.
I'm going to have to go Drake May on this one, man. Largely because while both offensive lines are suspect, nothing compares to how bad the Dolphins' offensive line is.
That is true.
A lot of question marks of exactly how much Tyreek Hill is going to be bought into the Miami Dolphins. He's been on a roller coaster of whether or not he wants to play for them or whether or not he does not. I have a lot of questions about the Dolphins, man. I'm going Drake May, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tua because Tua, a fully healthy Tua, definitely puts up numbers. I mean, I'm not going to be ignorant to when Tua does play, and maybe it doesn't impact, elite playoff wins or anything like that, but he definitely knows how to put up numbers. And I think with a fully healthy Tua compared to a fully healthy Drake May, Tua is going to put up the better numbers, the better season this year. Drake May is still an unknown for me. I know who Tua is. I don't know who Drake May is yet. And based off the Drake May I know so far, Tua's better. So we're going to open this up to the poll.
Let's open it up to a poll, baby.
And we should just invite Colby and TD to go after this.
Probably
it's live, folks. So, Dan, while we wait, one of our interns who is running our Instagram account, he had an idea for a graphic.
Okay.
And he asked me if I can make it. I've been, not going to lie, and everybody vote in the poll while we talk about this. I've been tapping more into my creative side. I've been creating graphics more. I've been video editing more because I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the process. And he gave me a vision. I'm like, yeah, I'll make the graphic for Roundtable. Now, I'm going to tell you his vision, and then I'm going to show you the graphic that I created that we're going to be posting.
Show me.
So what do you think the graphic's about? It's kind of in line with what we're doing right now.
Power rankings, maybe?
So he gave me, and I'll read you the exact vision from our intern. Shout out to our interns who's doing awesome work with Roundtable Sports social media. Make sure you guys vote in the poll. He said, can you create a stat battle graphic for the top 3 quarterbacks from last season? Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Patrick Mahomes. I want to use it to ask, who do you think is going to perform best in the upcoming 2025 season? Would love something eye-catching for social. Thanks in advance.
Oh,
That was our intern messaging me this morning. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make the graphic. Usually we have graphics people within Roundtable that makes it, but I'm going to make it. So here's what I chefed up. I want your
show me.
And it's a work in progress. I'm still working through it.
Ah.
So that's a stat graphic.
Okay.
Working through it right now. I made Josh Allen the feature
Of course.
because he won MVP. So I'm working on something. Chefing it up. I'm in the kitchen.
Chefing it up, man. I'm liking it. Look at that, dude. Look at that, man. Solid little graphic. I'm very happy about it.
All right.
Man.
The chat is going to end, and it has Tua in the lead, 51%.
Tua is in the lead. Tua, you have defeated Drake May. All right.
Will he defeat
Come on.
Mahomes? No.
No, he will not.
Winston.
Winston, indeed. And so you're looking at the worst quarterback in the NFL right there. We have Jordan Love. I'm taking Jordan Love.
Wow.
I'm going to take Jordan Love. Slightly. Goff. I know he agrees. Goff.
Yep, Goff is better.
Burrow.
Agree.
Burrow.
Yep. This is getting easy now.
Trevor.
Yep.
Trevor.
You think so?
Yeah.
This year?
Slightly. Yeah.
I'm going to have to agree. I like Trevor Lawrence over Bo Nix this year.
Caleb.
I'm really intrigued for Cam Ward. I have no idea what to expect. He can either just be a absolute typical rookie or just come out of the scene on fire.
So as far as supporting cast and coaching, I'd probably have to give the edge to Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
here.
me too.
I'm going Caleb.
Lamar.
Lamar.
This is the Lamar one.
Lamar. Penix.
Yeah, I'm going Penix here. Sorry, Joe Flacco. You're going to be last in our rankings.
Baker
for
show.
sure. Didn't we already do this?
No, we didn't.
Baker. I agree.
Baker.
Yeah, I agree. Ooh.
Baker.
I was about to say I would go Baker Mayfield over Brock Purdy.
Oh, yeah. I'm going Baker over Purdy, too. Tyler Shook. I'm taking Tyler Shook, dude. I am. Anthony Richardson is so bad at football.
Really?
He is so bad at football. It's crazy.
You're going to do that?
He's the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Should I?
Yeah, I'm taking Tyler Shook.
So let me just add context. He's the worst quarterback in the NFL, and the Jets let him march down the field and beat us last year. Sorry, I just get that off my chest. I'll go Tyler Shook, too.
I'm going Tyler Shook. Yeah, I'll go Tyler Shook.
Over J-Mo.
I'll take Kyler over him right there. Kyler.
Kyler.
I'm taking Kyler too.
Think so? Sorry, chat. Yep. Mahomes.
I'm taking Mahomes too.
Mahomes. It's the Mahomes slide.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm taking Fields.
Yeah, I'd take Fields.
Thank you, Dan. Come on. I'm taking Fields over JJ.
Oh, man. And so this is just an Aaron Glenn question, right? Because, like, you look at both of those organizations, both of them have good offensive lines, quality supporting cast as far as receivers, or, like, one quality wide receiver number one. Solid defense on paper, except for Minnesota has proven that they can actually execute on said defense. I'm sorry, Richie. I'm going JJ on this one. I'm going JJ on this one. If this is just speculation.
Damn. All right. We're going to vote. McCarthy or Fields? Who's going to have the better season this year? The first-year starter, J.J. McCarthy, or the first-year starter for the Jets, Mr. Justin Fields? Vote in the poll right now. This is fun, man. This is a lot of fun. I ain't going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. You feel me?
I feel you all right.
Oh, man. I want Justin Fields to prove the haters wrong. Prove him wrong, Justin.
Prove him wrong, Fields. I'm excited about this poll. What do they got?
Fields is winning so far. We'll give it a few more times.
Crazy,
Jets fans representing. Or maybe not Jets fans. Maybe people just know ball. There's that as well. People maybe just know ball. We'll keep it going. Make sure you guys vote. 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 54% Fields. Yeah, baby. Keep it going. 10, 9, 8. Oh, shoot. McCarthy takes the lead. 7, 6, 50-50. When Dan comes back, I'll end the poll. When Dan comes back, I'll click end poll. Make sure you guys vote. Make sure you guys vote.
I'm back. I'm back.
Vote. Oh,
I'm
if I
back.
end it, it's going to be a tie. No, it's McCarthy that wins.
McCarthy
51%.
won.
Wow.
It's McCarthy
Haters.
won, man. I'll take Rodgers over McCarthy.
Yeah, I agree. Aaron Rodgers is over him.
We'll take Burrow over him.
Joe Burrow.
Burrow, yeah.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Cam Ward.
Really, over Bo Nix, you think?
I think he's going to be better than Bo Nix. I think Cam Ward is... I don't know.
Season. I feel like Bo Nix is probably the most likely to go through a sophomore slump. Yeah, I'll take Cam Ward.
And just as a pure quarterback.
Trevor,
it's hard to pick. Yeah, it's hard to pick Cam Ward in this one. He's more established.
Yeah.
Cam Ward's a giant question mark. Is the only reason why. Caleb.
Oh. Caleb. Oh, you agreed?
I did.
Caleb on this one. This one's
I don't know about
debatable.
that. Caleb over
on this
CJ
one.
Stroud?
Yeah, dude. He actually has an offensive line, and CJ does not. And he does not, dude.
Wow, that's a big one right there. Let's bring this one to the poll. This deserves a poll.
I'm taking Caleb, man. CJ does not have an offensive line. We saw how he played last year without an offensive line, and Houston did absolutely nothing to address the offensive line. And Caleb arguably has the best offensive line on paper. I'm going Caleb on this one.
All right, folks, vote in the poll in the chat right now. Because Dan Mitchell is taking Caleb over Stroud. Stroud is killing this one by a large margin. 75% CJ Stroud.
75% CJ Stroud, man.
Oh, man.
Man, y'all are hanging on to a rookie season. Hanging on to a rookie season.
Is that what this is about?
That's what it is. People can't let go. People can't let go.
All right, let's keep it going, but it seems like Stroud's going to win this one, Dan.
What's the percentage?
72.
All right, we'll close it. CJ wins.
Man.
So all of you better be coming in here and virtually bowing down to
Stroud
me this
Sam.
year when Caleb balls, okay? CJ.
I agree.
Herbert.
Yeah, I agree.
Damn. Flacco.
Yeah, this is easy. Mr. Cool Joe. Cool Joe
Joe.
Flacco. I agree.
Flacco.
Yep. Joe Flacco, man.
Yeah, I'll take Drake May here.
Yeah, he has more upside. I can't hate. Drake May's going to have a better season. Penix! I'm taking Penix over Drake May.
I'll take Penix too.
Ooh, so no poll.
Yeah, no poll.
Wow, I was ready for the poll. I was ready for you to say Drake May. All right, Michael
I'll take
Penix. Who's going to be the better southpaw?
Tua. I feel like Tua is the answer here.
I feel like Michael Penix.
Oh, God. Folks, chat. Sound off.
Tua, I don't know. I'm getting a little delusion about Penix after me realizing who he has around him and who he was in college.
You're loving Michael Penix, huh?
I don't know. There's like a Penix fever coming over me. Am I feeling a Penix takeover
Maybe.
this season? Is that what I'm feeling?
Maybe.
Tua's going to win, though, with the amount of Dolphins fans.
Yeah, they'll rock it in.
So I might as well just vote Tua and get out of here. Oh, it's 50-50, actually.
Oh.
Oh, baby. Tua's got the lead. 52%. I'll end it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tua wins. Oh, did he? What's the results? Did it come up? Wow, 50-50. No winner. So you know what? I'll give it to 2 up just because tie goes to the winner, and the winner is Dolphins fans in the chat. Oh boy. Look at this one.
So Bryce will have a better season than Tua.
Agreed.
I also think Bryce will have a better season than Kyler.
I agree.
Love? Slightly.
Yeah, I agree. Jordan Love.
And so I really wanted to pick Bryce right there, but I don't know if I could. We'll take Love.
Yep.
Ooh.
Purdy.
Love.
But I will take Jordan Love. I'll take Jordan Love.
I'm taking Love.
Baker.
Yep. Yeah, we're
Mahomes.
in tune. Mahomes.
Mahomes. It could be close.
It could be close, guys. Remember, we're trying to anticipate this year's individual performances. Russ Wilson.
Yeah. Bo Nix. Justin Fields. Screw Bo Nix, baby. Fields will have a better year.
Fields.
Saving the poll, baby.
Fields.
For this season, it's Fields.
Trevor.
Ooh.
I'll take Trev.
I don't know, man. What was his stats looking like last year, bro? 11 touchdowns, 7 picks, in a very small
Lawrence?
sample size. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take it, Justin Fields, man. I'm taking Justin Fields having a better season this year. Let's do it. Vote.
I think I got Trev here, but
Trevor Fields, folks, because this is predicting who's going to have a better season. Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence? Who you got money on?
I think with Jets fans in here, I think we'll go with the Jets.
Hey, what is that supposed to mean?
What's up, Smitty? How's life, man? We're just rocking away right now with this quarterback ranking. All right.
Trevor Lawrence is winning, bro. What the hell?
By how much?
Damn. 60% Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence wins. JJ over Trevor Lawrence.
I think Trevor wins this one. He edges this one.
Me too. Look at Trevor winning all these.
Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
I think Rodgers has a better season. Rodgers, I believe, will have better than Caleb.
Wow. You're high on Caleb, too. So that means you're high on Rodgers. You're really high on Caleb. So what type of season is Aaron about to put up?
I mean, he's got the Tomlin effect, man. You know, his basement floor is 9-8. So let's see what he puts together.
Wow.
And so I could be convinced with Caleb too, but ooh. I'm gonna have to go Aaron, bro.
Agree.
CJ. Oh. Goff.
I agree.
Goff.
Yep.
Goff. Wait.
Yep. Yeah, this one's a little.
Yeah, I go Goff there.
Yeah, I agree. Lamar.
Lamar.
Ooh.
Okay, this is gonna need a damn.
This should be a poll worthy. I'm just gonna put it in the poll. I mean,
Yeah, it's poll worthy, man. My vote's Lamar, but it's so close. It's so close.
Burrow or Lamar, folks? Burrow or Lamar? Lamar is in the lead. And we'll close it. Lamar wins. Lamar Jackson. Uh-oh, not the ultimate one.
It's Josh Allen.
Yeah, man, listen. If we're projecting this upcoming season, this is also poll worthy, just like the other one.
It's poll. Yeah, dude, it's poll worthy. Let's go ahead and knock it out. But it's definitely Josh.
Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, or Josh Allen, the one-time MVP who just beat him in the playoffs? Who will it be?
Who will it be? Who will it be? I feel like it's got to be Josh. You know what I mean? We have a lot of haters in the chat too, and people just can't see the truth. And so I'm curious to see what the poll's looking like.
But you don't have TD.
I don't have TD on this one either. We go Josh Allen here. Look at that, man. It's the Bills fans are coming in. What's the poll say, Rich?
The poll votes Josh Allen.
Nice. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, boy. Dumpster.
Wow. I suppose I'll give it to Anthony Richardson. I suppose I will, since he's...
Yeah.
I suppose. Russ.
Russ, I agree. Russ.
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 Russ. Russ.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Penix.
Penix. Agree.
Penix.
I think Penix. I think Penix have a better year.
Penix too.
Penix.
Penix.
Fields. Penix. Fields.
This one's tough. I don't know, man. I think Fields I'd go with.
Nice. Way to stay on the light side. Fields, bro. I'm never picking a Dolphin over the Jets. I don't care what context.
Oh, man.
Better season this year. Fields going to shock the world. Tua going to stink. Career-wise, Tua's better. Yeah, 100%. I can agree. This season, though? Woo!
Give me Fields.
Yeah! Kyler.
Kyler. Yeah.
Kyler.
Caleb.
Yeah, I agree. Caleb over Bryce.
Oh, man, dude.
Oh, it's your boy.
It's my two favorite non-Bills quarterbacks staring at me in the face, bro. Caleb, I'm going to have to go with.
Yeah, I agree.
Caleb.
Yep. This is crazy because this is established. He's paid.
Caleb.
He hasn't really done anything yet.
Caleb, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going Caleb over Brock. That's crazy, but I'm doing it. Caleb over Love.
Really, dude.
Caleb. Yeah. I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to.
Baker.
Baker. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. That's our guy. Baker.
Ooh, this is the debatable one.
Baker, dude.
And I agree. It is Baker.
It's got to be Baker.
Ooh, another debatable one.
Give me Baker on this one, bro. I got to take Baker on this.
I agree, honestly.
I got to take Baker over Dak. I got to.
Baker's going to be a lot higher than we think.
Dude, he is, man. He is.
Oh, Baker's climbing right now the ranks.
Dude, Baker
he just keeps climbing
the list. but they just keep putting him up against QBs that he's clearly better than. Baker, dude.
I don't know, man. I feel like Jared Goff has done it more. Where I think Jared Goff may have a slight edge over Baker for me.
I'm gonna. All right. So
Goff is where it's like, Goff is consistent.
Baker's that dude, though.
Damn it, you're convincing me it is Baker.
It is Baker.
You can't do this now.
Yeah, I go Stafford on this one.
I agree.
Stafford.
Yep, Stafford. Daniels. But I don't know. Is he on that level yet?
Stafford's, dude, he's still elite. He's still got it.
I think Daniels will be better this year, though.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll go with Jaden.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, here's the deal. So we need to look at two players, and based off of how they performed on an individual basis for the past 2 years. Of course, Mahomes had some pretty quality playoff appearances. Joe Burrow has not. A lot of offensive line question marks over there in Kansas City. Will it work? Wide receivers, you have Hollywood Brown, you have Xavier Worthy. You have Juju Smith-Schuster, who had a highlight reel catch yesterday, which is hysterical. I feel like I got to go Joey B.
Yeah, I agree. I think Joe Burrow, like, in terms of having a better season, like, who had a better season last year in terms of, like, if you were one of these two individuals, would you rather be Joe Burrow or Patrick Mahomes in terms of a quarterback of a football team? The player that lights it up, has phenomenal statistics, but doesn't make the playoffs, or a quarterback that doesn't put up a lot of statistics, makes it to the Super Bowl? Who had the more successful season?
I'm picking Joe Burrow here.
So you would rather be Joe Burrow in the scenario of Mahomes?
Yeah.
Individual stats over team success?
Oh, no. And so I'd rather be Mahomes in that situation. But like as far as how we think that they are going to contribute, I'm going to have to put Burrow above Pat. And so Pat really hasn't had a Pat season since 2022, and that's nothing against him, right? Like, he's still a very good player. And so I think Kansas City just wants to like shift identities and find different ways to win. But I just have a feeling that Joe is going to have a better season because, quite frankly, he's going to have to.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with Joe Burrow as well. And here it is.
Dude, no way, bro. All right. We have Josh Allen, number one.
Hello to it.
Lamar Jackson. Yo, Bake Show is at 8. You have Dak at 10. All right, bro. Take this, screenshot it, give it to the interns. Let's lock this in. Have Mason Rudolph as the worst quarterback. Anthony Richardson, 33. And so are we seeing any surprises here?
Damn, man. Justin Fields dropped to 23. Drake May, 29. This is a cool system.
Yeah.
This is pretty elite, this list. The more I look at it. Hurts, top 10. I like that.
Hurts is top 10, isn't he?
Yeah. 7.
7? Damn.
I think he deserves that.
That
Bo Nix being 27, though, is definitely not good. That's like he's below Cam Ward.
Well, dude, listen, man. Like, we need some sort of engagement on this graphic.
That's gonna be where people are like, "What is this list from Roundtable Sports? These morons." Bo Nix, 27.
Yeah,
that's definitely the one that's gonna ruin this list. But hey,
where's Tua at?
Tua is 24 behind Justin Fields. No, that's great.
Oh my God. All right. All right.
That's perfect. All right, well, that's gonna wrap up this one. We gotta have to do it again with TD, and that's the official list.
No, we'll just do power rankings for teams tomorrow.
Power rankings, yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lot of other
For teams. And
per
there's more
things.
quizzes.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed this, please hit that like button. If you enjoyed, we're gonna wrap up the show here. That was a lot of fun, Dan. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. No. It was definitely good. It definitely tested our brain capacity. But you know what? A very accurate list. All right. We stand on it. We stand on it, ladies and gents. And be on the lookout for a graphic from this. Folks, please do us a favor. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't had an opportunity of doing so already. This is Fourth and Forever, brought to you by Roundtable Sports. Real coverage from real fans. We'll see you tomorrow. Same
Later,
time,
guys. See you tonight for the AFC East Roundtable. Peace.
Same time, same place. Deuces.